Hello, everybody. My name is Luchara, and this is Master of Magic. This is a fantasy-based strategy 4X game just released on Steam today. It's a remake of a 1994 game. Let's jump into it. New game. Let's go. Let's just go easy. It's my first game, right? Let's not make this difficult on myself. This is a learning game, right? I don't need, like I said, I don't need to make it difficult. So we can pick our starting wizard. So yeah, so it's a fantasy magic based 4X game. Let's just go with Merlin, I guess. You know, seeing as how I don't know what anything does. Okay, so we get some spells we can pick. So, like, can I take Holy Weapon off and add healing? I can. Oh, so we have life and nature. Those are our two schools of magic that we have. We got giant strength, web, earth to mud. The earth erupts, spitting up mud onto any unit in a 3 hex area in each direction from the target hex. The effect lowers movement points to 1. Right, well, we're not going to read everything. I'm going to put war bears on instead. I want to summon. I want to summon stuff. I want to be a summoner. All right, so, oh, and we get to pick our race. So we pick a wizard and a race. That's interesting. Did not expect that, honestly. Barbarians, I guess. We'll just go with what it defaults to. Later on, once I understand, like once I know what animus guilds and cathedrals and universities do, I can kind of make educated decisions on what I want to play. As of now, we'll just go with what it defaults to. All right, the game is all loaded up. UI looks fairly familiar to anybody who's played 4X games. We got our mini map down here. We got our gold, mana, food, fame up here. We got our different things we can do. And we got our tutorial. So let's look at this tutorial. Thank you, your magnificence. I will only take a moment. Move the map with WASD. We can zoom out, zoom back in. Left click on a unit to select location. Do we have a unit? Okay, so I have a unit in the town. Right click to move. So these beams of light, does this mean, is this something we want to scout? Yes. Some caves are mere shelter from the elements, but some may hide a beast lair or even a treasure trove. Okay, so this is risky, right? Potentially. Enter the cave is empty now, but may hide a well-hidden stash. 15 gold. I'll take it. I'll take 15 gold. Can I also go here? Looks like I don't have enough movement points. Each army will ask for orders every turn, so if you want them to wait where they are, tell them to wait with F or guard with G. Double click on your city to view it and enhance its production. Let's do that now. Okay. This your excellent is your glorious town. I will quickly show you around if you will allow. Global taxes and unrest section lets you decide how high the taxes are for all towns. High taxes yield more gold, but also more unrest. Unhappy citizens turn into rebels and do not work. So we're at standard ×1 rate right now, which leads to 20% unrest. And 0 gold per turn? I feel like we should be getting more than 1 gold per turn. Oh, I guess that's factoring in our expenses. So basically we're not making or losing any money right now, right? Because it factors in our upkeep. We'll leave it there for now. This section shows all your towns along with their current production, gold they bring you, population, and unrest. We just have one. We just have Waldorf right now. Here you can find units that are currently stationed in this town. We don't have any. Good idea to keep some defenders. If your capital is conquered, you may lose it all. That doesn't sound like something we'd want to do. This citizens panel allows you to assign jobs to its town's population. Any non-rebelling citizen who is not a worker will default to a farmer. We got 4 citizens. Looks like we have 2 farmers, 2 workers, 0 rebels. It's good we don't want any rebels. So it looks like farmers make food and gold. Workers make production. No, this isn't in columns. So that's our food. So our food supply, I think that's supply and demand. Yeah, produced and consumed. So we make 6, we consume 4. We have 5 production, 3 gold, which we lose to upkeep. 12 power income. No research income, but I'm sure that will come. This section shows any resources in the town's catchment area, which I'm assuming is the little area around here. These resources provide various bonuses and are always good to have, so we have silver. Provides +2 gold to the nearby town. Can be changed into mithril ore using the transmute spell. Okay. This panel shows you the construction queue of this town. Production speed depends on production points, which is up here, which is from workers, I believe. You can also use gold to speed things up. So we could buy it out with 0. I guess we don't actually have anything yet. Build. All right, so what do we want to build? Oh crap, there's a lot of things we can build. This place allows you to set up a construction cube in this town. Pick from either buildings on the left or units on the right. Trade goods. This just converts production to gold. So right now we're building housing. Increases the city's population growth rate. Library adds research. So let's queue up, or let's do a library instead of, or should we do housing? Let's do housing first. Housing, then library. There we go. That works for me. All right. So there we go. That is done. It wants me to pick research. So research spells. Spells are an essential part of your fight for arcane supremacy. You are to become a master of magic after all. To expand your spell selection, you need to do research. Selection is limited to 8 spells, but new ones will become available as you progress. Remember, the spell of mastery is your final goal. Okay, so that's how we win the game, by doing the spell of mastery. It will only appear after you research most of your other spells. Acquiring new spell books will give you new spells to research. Alright, so research seems very important then. Research takes time. How much depends on the number of research points you produce and the spell's complexity. More powerful spells usually take longer. That makes sense. Now select a spell from the left page and you can see the details on the right. Click the research button to confirm. You'll be notified when the work is complete. So dispel magic, this is obviously a combat spell. Summoning circle. A powerful ritual that allows the wizard to appoint a new place where their power will manifest. Moves the location of your summoning circle to another city. Summoning circle will return to your capital if the city is lost. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that does. Bless, just cause. Like, just cause is very expensive. Bless is really cheap. Let's just do bless. It's nice and cheap. Right? So it adds +3 to the target unit's resistance and armor against all chaos and death spells or normal monster attacks. Sure. Alright, so that looks like that's it for the first turn. Not that's it. Alright, so let's move you there. Alright. Fallen temples are remnants of ancient places of worship. They were once defiled by some dark influence and thus have fallen into disrepute and decay. Beware, this place may be guarded. You can try it, I guess. Alright, we enter. The temple is abandoned, filled with the echoes of the past and buried secrets. Alright, so we gained 12 mana. I will take it. Alright, other useful information. I see you have already found the end turn button, Your Grace. I have. In the exact same place it is in Civ. But there's still a few useful manipulators I wanted to bring to your attention. First, Surveyor. The sandy tool will tell you all about a tile you hover over. Press tab to quickly access it. We got grassland with silver ore. On suitable town site, there's an existing town with the 4 tiles. Right. Hill. So it gives food, a little bit of production. Grassland. We got a forest. We got grassland with a mysterious cave. Grassland with an ancient temple. Okay, that's cool. You should also know how to switch your view between Arcanus and Mirror. Press P or use this button. Which button? Which button? Oh, right down here. You mirror plane. Okay, so it's different planes. Units can freely travel. Just mind it will be a while before your units can freely travel between the planes. Oh, yeah, no. We don't see anything in the other plane. All right, and we're looks like we're in the top left corner of the map. So we're going to probably try to explore this way. Primarily, that's where the water is. Your goal is to become the master of magic. To do that, you need to either eliminate rival wizards or be the first to cast a spell of mastery. Typically, I play these games pretty peaceful, so I'll be probably trying to cast the spell. If you need more details about a particular item, just hover your wand above it or press right-click. Okay. Let's head out to this thing. And I guess, yeah, that's all for that turn. Ooh, maybe I should have made another unit to explore better. I'm thinking maybe. So our housing is being made right now. Our housing is done. How do I tell? How do I tell if I have housing already made? No, we know we have the library and queue. So yeah, the housing's being made, but there's no buyout, so there's no time. Oh, housing trade goods are ongoing projects of indefinite duration and will persist until canceled. All right, well, I'm glad I came back to check. Let's push housing back. All right, so Barbarian Spearmen, they're the weakest one. They're 4 turns. We got Swordsmen. They're twice as strong, but they take 7 turns. Let's do a Spearman. So let's do the Spearman and then the Library. So yeah, I should have realized housing. Yeah, it's an indefinite thing. Oh, there's a lot of buildings, some of which we can't do. What's a Miners Guild do? Makes the city's mining operations more efficient. Mineral bonuses 50%. City production 50%. Requires minerals, mountains, or hills. So that's because we have the silver. Yeah, we'll make one of those at some point. Right now, though, we're going to enter. All right, what do we got here? Ancient temples are relics of ages past devoted to the worship of some unknown deities, now seemingly abandoned and yet still beaming with old power. Beware, this place may be guarded. I'm going to take the chance. All right, temple is unguarded and ready to expose its buried secrets to you. So we gain 30 gold and 10 mana. Speaking of gold, well, let's move my army here over towards this. All right, so how do I there? I just wanted to deselect the army. So how much is it to buy out the Spearman? So I can buy out the Spearman for 30 bucks. I have 205 gold. So let's buy out the Spearman. So that should finish the end of the turn, right? Master, I come bearing gifts. I offer you a magic spirit. They are great scouts, and once you conquer a power node, they may meld with it and provide power for you. Okay? If you accept, I shall give you the spirit or consider your choices to choose another. I'm just going to accept. I mean, a scout is exactly what I want right now. All right, so I finished researching Bless. So let's, all right, so I can cast spells right now. Guardian Spirit. Summons an incorporeal, move on water, Guardian Spirit. It can meld with power nodes. Oh, could I do that right now? No, it's 80 mana. But I only have 68. Alright, so this book contains all spells you've learned so far. Oh, wise one. It may be a lot of page flipping to find a spell you're looking for, but you can view spells from a specific domain. Just use these bookmarks. So we got life spells, nature spells, arcane spells. In order to cast a spell, first select it from the left page. If casting can be performed, you'll see the cast button here. Some spells can only be cast while on the world map, others only during combat. This is indicated here. Right, world spell, combat spell. Casting requires magical energy called mana. Each spell costs mana to cast, and some effects need mana each turn for upkeep. Oh yeah, upkeep costs 1 per turn. On the world map, casting time depends on your casting skill, which is 22. The higher the skill, the more mana you can spend each turn. With a high enough skill, even some world spells can be cast instantly. Well, that sounds good. In combat, casting is always instant, but your casting skill limits how much mana you can spend during the entire encounter. Okay. So Earth Lore is a world spell. It allows you to listen to the whispers of the earth. The spell reveals places of interest and cities on all hexes in the range of 7 hexes from the selected spot. I think I want to cast that. Where can I cast it? Oh, it's not asking me to. I don't know. I don't know where I actually cast it. It didn't really ask me for a hex. I guess the hex that my unit was on was automatically selected. Alright, some caves are mere shelter from the elements, but some may hide a beast slayer or even a treasure trove. Okay, so we got a battle. Alright, so Master, if you let me command your troops, these are the outcomes I predict. So 100% total defeat. So, looks like we either need to command personally or don't engage. So you're considering a skirmish, Master. Excellent. Let me tell you what to expect. Your and your opponent's forces are shown here. You can view each unit's strength by hovering your wand over it. Alright, so I got a barbarian. Oh, I have a settler already. And a swordsman. Against... Oh, I'm going to lose. Hard. If I fight this. Here you can see the odds. I think you, O greatest one, have in this battle. Where are the odds? Oh, right here? Yeah, so 100% chance of death. Consider your chances and decide what to do now. Take command over units personally. Let me lead your forces, which is auto combat, or do not engage. Yeah, I'm going to not engage right now. All right, so we got to come back to this cave. So yeah, so I'm not sure. Oh, I guess that spell was cast where I stood. That's why I see these extra things. Let's go check that one out instead. And okay, so I have magic spirit. So how do I move these units that are in there? Okay, so there's the magic spirit. Okay, so the magic spirit and the spearmen are together. How do I split them off? Can I split them off? Probably can't do it till next turn. All right. Do I want to go cheap again? We could do Starfires. Stars fall to pierce the enemies of life. A 15 strength attack that is only effective against chaos and death. Well, that seemed pretty limited. What does Wall of Stone do? Why waste manpower when you have real power? Instantly creates a wall of stone in the target city. Well, that sounds good. I think I like the stuff that's not combat related necessarily. Alright, Master, your towns do not produce enough food to sustain all your units. Uh-oh. Perhaps you can reassign workers to produce more food. If you continue, some units will abandon you. Okay, so I made too many units. So I need to... Still says I have more food than I produce. Alright, well, I mean, I guess I got to do that. Right? Kind of have to. So yeah, can I split these? Wait. Special actions. Here you can find detailed information about a particular unit. Its statistics, hit points, movement, upkeep, and other details are shown here. On the left, you can check the unit's race, experience points, spellbook, and equipped items for heroes. This is just a unit, so they don't have any equipped items. If you deem a unit's upkeep too expensive, you can disband it by pressing this button right here. Finally, in this area, you can see special skills of the unit as well as any enchantments that affect them. So they get a melee attack, they got a thrown attack, and they got a level. All right. And we can see the magic spirit. So this is just these two enchantments, skills. They're a fantastic unit. So they're a summoned unit. Movement, guard, wait, special actions, travel. Travel to another plane, which we don't do. Special actions, build outpost, build road, meld with node, purify. An outpost which turns into a hamlet after several turns. That's how we make a new city. We need our settler for that. Build road, we need an engineer. Or a unit with the engineer skill. Meld with node. Attempt to gain control of the magic node. Your unit will be destroyed regardless of the melding being successful or not. A unit with melder skill is required. And purify. Removes corruption from this tile. Alright, well, let's just go out here. Towering Keep stands before you. Perhaps it's a home of some mercenary force or a bandit lair. Well, both of those sound very dangerous. Whoever occupies it, surely there are treasures to be had. Well, let's see. Another fight that we will definitely lose. So we got 5 attack. Like this unit has 5 attack, 4 armor, 8 resistance, 10 health. This one has 1 attack, 2 armor, 1 health. These are all 3 attack, 1 health, 3 attack, 1 health. What's this thing though? Oh, it's the Naga that's scary. I feel like I need to combine my units together somehow. I just don't know how to do that. Alright, so we go around, we got a fallen temple, maybe guarded. Let's check it out. It's abandoned, filled with echoes of the past and buried secrets. So 30 gold, 30 mana, that is good. So let's look at our town here. So it's 18 turns for our library to be done. We could buy it out for 156 gold. We have 205. That's, yeah. So right now we're making 1 food. So this is, okay, so produces 8, but then 4 get consumed. So we have 4, and then of that 4, another 3 is eaten up by upkeep, by unit upkeep. So I think this 4 is like the town upkeep, and then the other 3 is unit upkeep, I think. All right, so I can cast a spell. Earth Lore. Okay, so I can cast it right there. Okay. So we got Nymeria, which is, what is that? Let's end our turn. I think I'm going to try to combine my armies here. Let's see if that's something that's a good idea or not. Okay, so combining armies is simple. You just click them on each other. Now, separating them, I'm not as sure about. So maybe I shouldn't have combined them until I learned how to separate them. If anybody knows how to separate armies, let me know in the comments. I would much appreciate that information. All right, so we got a cave. Obviously, we'll accept 60 mana. That's a lot of mana. Can we get over these? So this is a hill. This is a mountain, right? So, okay, so there's defenders here. So this is like a city-state or barbarian encampment in Civ terms. Mountain. Can we climb over these mountains? Yes. Looks like it costs 4 movement points. Whereas Tundra costs 2, hills cost 3. So we don't want to climb the mountain if we can help it, right? I would say. All right, so what do I want to do here with my Uber stack? Okay, so we could put a city out here. But is that a good idea? I have no idea. Yeah, so let's go get these, I guess. See what these give me. All right, and then in town, library, 10 turns, 74. All right, so we got another citizen. We grew. We're actually making gold per turn now. I'm assuming because we got an extra citizen. So they immediately became a farmer. So now we have a surplus of food. So I could turn them into a worker instead. No, you know what? Let's keep them as a farmer for now. I'm going to buy out the library. So that'll be finished next turn. What's an armory dude? Provides the city with a central location for the distribution and storage of arms and armor. Unlocks a unit, potentially. Unlocks a building path, potentially. So it allows Fighters Guild and the Maritime Guild. Bowman. Why can't we build Bowman? Requires sawmill and a barracks. Okay, well, we can make a sawmill. Increases the production of forest taxes by 25% and adds 10% to housing. Let's make sawmill. that in the queue. Yeah. Seems to be good for that turn. All right, so let's see what's in this cave. Gold. Let's see what's up here. Turn 12. I feel like I'm not doing well. All right, what do we got here? An ancient temple. Maybe guarded. All right, so we got to fight again. They still think I'm going to lose no matter what. We got werewolves. We got skeletons and more skeletons. I got a swordsman, spearman, settler, which I feel like as long as I have my settler here, I probably shouldn't be fighting. Which means I got to figure out how to separate. What if I right-click you? No, that just does that. What if I double-click just the settler? Well, let's... Okay, so now, what if I... Can I drag it out? Is my settler going to leave if I right-click? Yes, okay. So it's actually pretty easy to separate. All right, so my settler is going to go put a city over here. Meanwhile, they're going to go up and see what this Nymeria is all about. Do we have to fight? Can we negotiate with them? Like, all right, so Wall of Stone is done. That's good. So now we want to research what? This is just basically the same stuff. Heroism. It's really expensive, but what's it do? An ally is anointed with the power of life itself. Target non-fantastic unit immediately becomes elite. That sounds good. I mean, it's expensive, though. It's like 36 turns. Let's do Earth to Mud first. Let's just get that done. All right, so move my settlers. And, okay, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so only a battle. But this one looks like an easy battle because it's just one unit that's not strong. So let's command personally. Let's see how the battle works. Right? Let's see what a battle looks like. So you've chosen leader troops personally. Oh, great one. A few words of advice from me, if I may. You may. So it looks kind of like a Heroes of Might and Magic-esque battlefield. Defending group is on the left, and attacking group is on the right. Defenders always go first, and they win if they are not defeated within 50 turns. During your turn, you can issue orders to units you control in any order. Each unit has a limited number of actions. That is the that little symbol. 2. Like that unit has 2. Both for movement and attack. Wizards that participate in battle can cast spells once per turn. You can do that too, provided you have enough mana, spell power, and the right spells, of course. Click this button to see your spell book. Okay, so I can True Light, Heal, Giant Strength, Web, Resist Elements, Bless. Okay, how do I close my spell book? It's behind this, I think. Sometimes enemy forces can be too strong. It may be wise to retreat rather than face death. Be warned that escaping may also result in heavy losses. If you need additional explanations about battle mechanics, look at the notes I prepared for you. Oh, almost forgot. If you'd like to get detailed information about any unit, click on it with left click. Good luck, Master. Alright, I don't think I need to cast anything just yet. Let's move these units up. Since I am the attacker and the onus is on me to win the battle, right? They're going to move in for me. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so actually let's do the swordsman. So if I click, and then... Okay, so we'll move there. And then attack. Ooh, okay. So we lost some health. They lost some health. Alright, so can we heal? Cast on you. Haha! They're healthy once again. Right, and then we attack with our spirit thing. Okay, so they lost another one. Move in with the spearmen who have a ranged attack. Oh. Did they run? Or just give up? Alright, so we've conquered this settlement. So we can raise it. Gives us 29 gold. We lose fame. And it's destroyed. Or we can keep it. We get no fame. We get 16 gold. There's gold nearby. There's 2 things of wild game nearby. There's 3,400 population. I don't know what that is relative like to my city. I think it's a no-brainer to keep this. Seems to me, right? All right, so we got a new city. So I'm glad I went up there. So where'd my army go? Okay, so they're. So let's click on the spearman. And let's click on you. So we're going to leave the swordsman behind because it's healing. It's not full, right? Oh, we don't want to move you. All right, and Nymeria. Okay, so they're working on housing right now. So let's switch that. Builder's Hall. It's a core building where your workers may gain knowledge of the craft. It's 15% to housing. Let's go with that. Seems like a good thing to have. I don't want to move you. How do I just... Okay. If I... Okay, there. I just need to left click. That was actually pretty easy. No, I don't want... Okay, so... G, guard. There we go. And come over here. And actually, let's let's end the video. I'm pretty much at the 30-minute mark. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Helps me out as a small YouTuber. Lets me know that you want to see more Master of Magic. Most importantly, though, be good to each other. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.